We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Yeah. Go, go, go. No. Check 20.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight end off. Hey, 4 down. Yup. Mike's 40. You gonna get this boy?
On the toss, here's Johnson. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, defense. Hey. Mike 51.
First down, Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Murray. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Shoot this side. We got 3.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
It's free.
Don't let him breathe.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From his own goal line, Stafford. James has got it, complete. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Detroit.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Recon, 132 fighters.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Lions.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set. Blue 60.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, look.
Hey, easy.
Check three.
On second down, it's Johnson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down.
Set. 180.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Monday.
Here's Stafford. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
I got you.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Caught left side, Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Stand awful.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got him in, complete. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
250. Hey. Check line 47. Check line 47.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how high he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Big 20.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
11. Hey, Zoo. To the middle.
Back to throw. Stafford. And this is caught off the deflection. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
10.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 5-0.
Throwing again. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mike 51, Mike's up. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, Mike right here. Little Mike 40, Mike 40. Watch the run, watch the run.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And his pass incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You better give me radar. Go. 58.
To throw is Stafford. It's caught outright, Amendola. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
21. Take it west. 58. Mike. Omaha, ready to move. Hey, easy. 58 to Mike, 58. Hey. Let's go, defense.
taking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Set. 250. Mike 47. Stay with your man. Libra.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Airing one deep for Kearse. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Check pass. Check pass. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, pick it up, defense.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. They were looking for Johnson that time.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set. 180. Mike 47. You better be afraid of me.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Murray now on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
951, 951. I'm coming. Go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Come on.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go one more. Check 3. Zero. Check team spill.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Don't be scared of it. Hustle, hustle. Check Mike 40. Check.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He gets this one to Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, watch the slant. Go. Mike, 51. Mike, go.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey, watch the lane. Slam. Check Nick. Get around. West. Control. 51's the mic. Let's put him on the bus track.
Murray now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, ready? Mike 51. Hey. You don't want to know. Hey, Mike 51. I got one. 51. What? You got nothing today. Yup. You got nothing. Mike 51. Mike set. I know he ain't got it. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play fake. Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check, check. Lucky. Get it to Jet. Cover. Put it to Jet. Cover. Hold up. Mike 51.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Calvin Benjamin, incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Back.
Murray, one final try. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much.